unraveling emotions. I need some space to think this through. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I need. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. Look away so you won't see, 'cause the pain is in my eyes. Feels like I could break at any moment and shatter your insides. If you feel my mind, call me on.
Hello and welcome everyone. This is gonna be the third round in SLR Tier 3 race here at Baku. Seems to be a bit cloudy there, but first of all, I'm gonna introduce myself and my co-commentator Eversnacks. Hello Eversnacks.
Yes, it's me back again into the commentary booth. Very excited to be here after, you know, I just sat in the car last week. Very excited to see everything happening from up here. I'm sure it'll be an exciting race, you know, considering the track as well.
Yeah. Honestly, like I see a bit of clouds, so maybe there's some rain. It can make it even more exciting. But at the moment, this track, honestly, I did some practice like 5 minutes before, 10 minutes before, and it's a handful. Like, in my opinion, this track separates like the tiers very much. Like you can see who's a good driver and who's like, you know, someone who can use assist and you know, get some pace easily like that.
Yeah, absolutely. These walls are definitely skill checkers. If you're not sure how to drive the track, or if you're not certain with these tires as well, they can be very slippy. If you're not sure about how to drive the track, then you are just into the wall right away, and it's really easy to retire here as well. So I'm hoping there's not going to be too much carnage today, and I'm already seeing yellow flags. Yep, that's somebody into a wall.
Yeah, that is skin tone. I think he went deep, no? Yeah, or no, maybe he has no front wing, but like sometimes people don't know when to give up the corner, you know, sometimes they go deep and they just commit to the corner and get so much understeer there and just hit the wall. You gotta know when to just give up and take the exit route, you know.
Just one real quick question to the camera direction. Are we already on the track with the cameras?
And we'll be going now.
Yes. So we can already see the first few laps starting here. The first few drivers, I think it is dressing Gecko in the McLaren, one of the first guys here. Antap, I think, is ahead of him. So yeah, Antap, the first guy on a flying lap. We are seeing Futuristic out on medium, so that is quite interesting, I think. An interesting choice from him.
Yeah, medium start is it's a known trick. What they use is like they use the standard tire allocation. So they have only 3 softs, okay? So they don't want to use all the soft in the quali. So they use 1 medium, 2 softs, and have a soft for the race. Yeah, it's I don't know about the saving soft for race though, because the softs here degrade a lot, and it's a bit difficult. It's like only like maybe like late safety car you can go for the soft, but other than that, I think it's gonna be the whole field on mediums or hards for the most of the race, to be honest.
I think that is also a thing that we will see here in Tier 3, but maybe not in Tier 1 and 2, that people are still going to choose the softs, because the softs are just the quickest tire, and I think people are gonna be hoping to make something happen in the first few laps of the race. So we might just see a few people starting on softs just to to try and push through the field, or maybe even hoping for an early safety car, because yeah, safety cars can always happen here. Oh, I'm seeing a Ferrari around, I think, but we're seeing the first flying lap here as well, finished by Antap, and it's a 1:42.8.
Yeah, decent lap time for Antap.
And it's beaten by 1.5 seconds right away. Yeah, I was thinking it's an okay lap around Baku, but I think we can expect some quicker laps here as well. Boosted Mess also finishing his first lap. I'm sure he'll improve later on.
Yeah. I think people are just getting used to the walls, close walls, and progressing slowly instead of just pushing for the first lap and DNFing, as Inferno goes P2 with a 42.4. Wow, there's a big gap between P1 and P2. Seems like the McLaren of Gecko, he's on it from the first lap on. As Naiko. What a lap, 40.7.
Yeah, Naiko, of course, our championship leader right now. He's on 43 points. That's just about as good as you can get in the first two races. Yeah, I'm not that shocked to see him up there, but yeah, almost 6 cents is quite a bit of a gap. And it'll be exciting to follow the other guys if they can beat this. But I'm sure he's put a lot of practice into the track if he's already putting out lap times like this.
Yeah, I'm now on with Lepsin, and Lepsin doesn't have any lap times, but he has only 13% ERS. So I'm not sure if he invalidated a lap or he backed out to like a wing damage or something.
Yeah, it says 1 lap for me, so he probably invalidated his first lap, but I'm not sure if it's worth finishing this lap if he's not going to have the DRS, because you have this extremely long straight on this track. It's I think one of the longest straights in the Formula 1 calendar, and if you don't have the DRS, you just don't really need to bother here, because you're just going to lose so much time in that final sector. I'm seeing another car to the wall as well. That's a Haas. It is not Naiku, it's Joel into a wall. But he's looking fine. He's just reversing his car very slowly.
Yeah, thankfully he survived. As Crowley Voice, Egyptian contender, he goes P5 with a 41.8. He's, I think, picking up pace still. He's a fast guy in the race, but his qualities is not as fast. But yeah, I think Crowley Voice has a big chance to contend for the wins in this tier, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he was a bit unfortunate in the previous race in Barcelona. I think he was looking pretty good, but then dropped off due to some cause. I'm not sure I remember, but yeah, his pace is definitely up there, so we can expect him to be somewhere in the top few guys.
Yeah, I'm now on with Skin Tony. He's doing a lap currently.
Yes,
I just
so
want to see.
actually.
I just want to see what he does, what line he takes. He seems to be extra careful on the process. That's what he do in backwards. The traction here is so bad that you gotta pick it a bit light on process. But he goes on the first and second gear. I think he may be using automatic, because if you are manual, I don't know, you wanna go into that low gears, because it's that the torque is just too high for the grip he has.
Yeah, I think it depends a little bit on the setup. So with some setups you can actually go down to second gear with not that much of an issue. But yeah, it is a bit of a struggle to keep the tires alive. So maybe in qualifying you do push a bit harder, take those lower gears, but in the race you definitely cannot afford to take too much torque on those tires.
Oh,
We are now seeing him going onto the DRS straight, and he's about to finish his lap. I'm excited to see where he goes, but it's not looking that fast compared to the field, and it's P13 for now. So I do think I saw him lock up a little in some of the corners, so maybe further improvement later on then.
Yeah, I'm just seeing the chat currently. We got a couple questions. Samim saying, any Jeddah activity recommendations? Well, unfortunately, I don't live in Jeddah, so I'm not sure where to go though. But Jeddah is a... Yeah?
I heard that auto scooters and ping pong should be great there. Don't ask where I got that information though.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Jeddah, honestly, like in the winter is very decent. It's near the water, so it's a beach there, and it's not as cold as as like European countries, so you can go you know outside in the winter and chill a bit. Honestly, I wish I could have gone to the race, but sadly I'm not a rich Arabian prince,
Yeah.
so I can't. But oh, Inferno retires on the main straight.
Into the wall, and as soon as you're into a wall at that speed, you're just gone.
Oh, and he's
His
on
first
track
qualifying
currently.
he was looking very fast as well, so really big shame for him there.
That is a very weird spot to go DNF, but maybe he clipped the wall on the inside there or something. But I saw his car on the middle of the track, so it could be dangerous for the other drivers to pass there. I think the marshals here are super fast, so they just moved it already out of the way.
Yeah,
Thankfully.
quite incredible, really. I would have expected a red flag from that, but yeah, these marshals, just amazing work they're doing. The super modern cranes. It's crazy what they can do these days. I am watching Antap right now, and he is improving. I'm just checking his second sector here. Yes, he's 5/10 up on his time. So currently, we should expect him to beat Inferno Koi, his teammate, who's of course just retired. Should be exciting to see where he can go here. He's picking up just a little bit of slipstream from a car going slowly here into the pits.
Yeah, that is
That's somebody-
Skintoni.
Is Skintani out of fuel?
I think
And
he
it is Antap up into 6th.
Yeah, he just ahead of his teammate there. I think, yeah, the fuel is tight in quali, so you can expect to run out of fuel on the outlap. I just want to see, like, I'm not seeing much movement in the leaderboard. I'm actually blind.
Yeah, lots of people have just started their lap, I think. I believe Lepson did just go into P4, is that possible? No, he's on to
Futuristic! Futuristic just improved by 1.6 seconds.
Oh,
and he's
that's
up to
futuristic then,
P3.
yes.
What a lap, actually. Like, he must be going super careful on the first lap, and he built up the confidence, and he just went for it, and he's up to P3 right now.
We also have Zoom improving, and he's on the main straight right now, enabling his DRS and ready to improve on his time. Will it be enough for P1 though? I doubt it. Yeah, that was too much of an ask, but he is into 1.40s.
Yeah, it seems like P1 is still further away than it's possible. I think Naiko is just chilling in the pits right now. He's confident no one can beat him, and he's saying, I'm just gonna stay in the pits. Maybe.
Yeah, he does also have the chance to just go out at the end of the session and grab the perfect track conditions, do another lap, and maybe improve by a bit more. Okay, I'm seeing Dressing Gecko go into the pits, so no improvement from the McLaren. Who else do we have out on track? Crawley Voice, I think, is improving back quite a bit if the game is correctly showing it to me. That could be quite a good lap.
Yeah, Crowley is a fast guy.
P2! Wow!
9/10 improvement. That is. Yeah, I think they're just getting confident. They're pushing the limits there. And Skloin improves, but only up to P14. Is a Red Bull at the same place as Inferno. He's just stopped there.
Just not happy with. Yeah, I think he's just letting people go past. He might have made a little mistake there. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm thinking he actually has no fuel.
Yeah, it seems like it, right?
Yeah,
and
so
if he goes now, he might be able to. Oh,
No,
is he
no,
gonna
no.
Make it? I don't think so. Oh,
Yeah, the car is so slow there. Oh my
That
god,
must have
the
been a
Alpha
scary one.
Tauri almost just crashed into him. Sister teams, but they don't seem to be working together right now. Wow, that was very close. Yeah, the issue is when you have low fuel and you stop, it's so hard to get back up to speed there. I just want to get onto Joel.
Yeah, Joel is pulling into the pits, I think. We do have Skin Tony out there right now. I'm not sure if he's going for a fast lap. It's looking like it.
Yeah, also Gecko
Oh,
just...
he hits the wall! Oh yeah, just got caught with the rear tire on the corner. These 90-degree corners are really hard to take, and if you take them a bit too tight, you might be able to make it past them with your front wheels, but then one of the back wheels can just hang themselves onto the wall, and suddenly you're around, and that's what happened to Skin Tony here. So he's gonna have to go back into the pits, I think.
Okay, I'm seeing some complainers in chat about the graphic settings. Yeah, no. I think if I up them, my PC will explode probably.
Yes, we must apologize. We do not have the budget. There were budget cuts by Liberty Media, and we can sadly not afford to get you the crisp HD experience.
Yeah, honestly, like, I play mostly SLR and the boss there, Ocean Chief. He's not funding the operation at the moment.
You know, you're right. You're right. If that guy ever hears us talk here, maybe he could take a look at that.
Yeah,
I am seeing a bold prediction in chat though. 26 safety cars. I feel like that might be a bit much, considering we're not. Are we? How many laps are we racing? I'm not sure, but
I think it's 26 actually.
Yeah, well, it might be correct then, but I don't think we have 26 cars that can retire. So maybe that's a bit much. But what do you think? How many safety cars are we seeing today?
Well, honestly, like, well, the first race we didn't have any safety cars. I think safety car was just not at the racetrack. Suddenly, I think get stuck in the airplane. But race 2, it was I think 2 or 1. So Tier 3 is not what is happening. Are they retiring in the pit lane?
Yeah, I think people are retiring in the pit lane. I think
Oh.
Wally Voice doesn't have the time to go back out, and Vertier also decided not to go for another lap. I am watching West Gecko right now, and he did mess up the first corner, so maybe he still improves. No, 410 still.
Yeah, I think he's just going too much into the corners. He's just sending it to the corner, and you can't really get much lap time there.
Yeah, always gotta keep in mind, slow in, fast out. It's more important to get a good corner exit than it is to get a good corner entry.
And he also has like an Aston Martin ahead of him, and he's not moving at all. I don't know if he's keeping Slipstream. It's a very bad.
Oh, that's not looking like. Yeah, that doesn't look like Slipstream. Futuristic, what are you doing?
Yeah, that part of the track is very tight, so
I think
he just
I
wants
know
some
what's
stand there.
happening. I think everybody is just hurrying to get onto the start-finish straight because they want to start their own lap. And we're seeing a bit of a traffic jam here. One of the Ferrari also just had to let Futuristic go past because I don't think that he knew that Futuristic is also not on a hot lap.
Yeah,
But
that's the
I
issue.
can tell you who is on a hot lap now. Naiku, our current pole sitter, potentially. And we'll have to see if he can improve any more. I'm seeing predictions in the chat that he's going to go 40.4. So that would be...
Oh, he clipped the inside.
He's gonna improve after that. Yeah, is that wing damage? Either
Probably,
way,
that was very harsh.
He's not going to improve his lap after that. That was a huge hit there on the front. So now it is up to these guys behind. It is up to Zoom. It is up to, well, probably Futuristic as well. Dressing Gecko already did his lap. He's not going to improve. Lepson, maybe he has a chance as well.
Ooh, Lepson with the traction there. Oh, he just lost so much time. He's pushing it a bit too much on the exit there.
So much pressure on these drivers. They're you can tell that they're stressed out by this track. I think a lot of people here just don't enjoy driving Baku. But I think Zoom did go purple in the first sector, so maybe the one person who can withstand the pressure. Oh, beautiful through castle section as well. It's just flowing so nicely. I always hate driving through there, but he's just making it look so easy.
Yeah, Zoom, I think he's hunting for that ball at the moment.
Yeah, it's looking like he's going very fast, and we will see in just a second that he's improving in the second sector as well. Not quite enough to get purple, but he's still up on his time, and I think currently he's exactly challenging Naiku for pole position. Will be very close here.
Yeah, someone was crashed into the cutter section, and I think he blocked boosted mist there. But yeah, let's see what Zoom does in terms of the lap time.
Oh, and it is enough! Ah, that is half attempt, but it's enough to beat him. So Zoom starting from pole position now. Naiku is going to be kicking himself for crashing into a wall there. That lost him so much time. And dressing Gecko and Boosted Mess are still on the track. You said somebody blocked Boosted Mess, so he's probably not going to do it as well. And dressing Gecko, I think we saw lose his lap already as well. So yes, that is qualifying over. What an exciting one.
Wow. And I saw the Aston Martins doing some Slipstream teamwork there, but yeah, and they're like 6th and 7th behind each other, so that's good teamwork from them. It's rare to see that between teammates, to be honest. But yeah, Zoom P1 40.7, only half a tenth ahead of Naiko, who did only one lap, I think. No, I think Naiko just did his first lap, and it's enough for P2. Crawley Voice P3 very close behind. It's honestly like the top 4 are all very close. It's a bit of a gap to Futuristic in P5. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a patience game, and you can't really make any mistakes there, because if you get a wing damage, it's GG at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen it now with Naiku. Even these top guys can make mistakes, and once you've made a mistake in Baku, your race might just be over unless there's a safety car afterwards. So you can always hope, even if you're at the very back, just never retire in Baku, because there is a chance that you can make it back into the race, even if your pit strategy is soft, medium hard, soft, hard, whatever. That is my pit strategy always in Baku, because I always lose my front wing. Let's hope that nobody will have that experience today.
Oh, I just thought the game just crashed, but thankfully nothing happened.
I do have to say, Lepson also racing today in the Alpine, I think. One of those guys who loves doing slipstream stuff with teammates. I actually took a slipstream from him in Baku before and promptly crashed into the first corner. So yeah, maybe slipstream doesn't always work. You do have to prepare for the extra speed you might have down the straight.
Yeah, I definitely felt that in practice, because I had like DRS and ERS on, and if you miss your braking point for turn 1, it's just it's gonna GG. But
right.
let's see the tires they're on currently. It's a mix, you know. I don't think it was gonna be a mix, but I see some mediums, some hards, and I see Futuristic and Joel on the soft, gambling on the soft tires. Interesting.
You do see these strategies pay off sometimes. Just going onto the soft, hoping for the best. Potentially even just hoping for a safety car, because like I've said, it's very possible, especially here in Interior 3, that we see an early safety car here. And if that early safety car happens, you're going to be very glad about being on the softs, because you can just get into the pits and you're rid of your pit stop that you have to do. Also want to mention, it is looking very dry. I'm not seeing any clouds in the sky. It is looking like we will have a sunny race.
Yeah, I've called up my weather forecast, and yeah, it seems to be a full dry race at the moment. Honestly, I want to see from Tier 3 this race, I want to see some patience. It's a hard track to go side by side into most of the like second sector and even like turn 1, so I just want to see like some people giving space, and it's a long race, so you know, don't risk it for one position. Let's see. Honestly, like I want to see like if the hearts at the moment will be the better decision, to be honest, because if they can stay out in the first safety car and the others pit, that could gain them a lot more than just going on the soft and trying to overtake guys.
Like you said, there's not a lot of overtaking spots, so if you have to pit early, for example, under a safety car, and suddenly you're stuck behind some of the slower guys, it's going to be very hard to fight your way back up. Unless, of course, you can make use of the DRS. The DRS straight here is very strong, so on the main straight you can overtake quite easily if you have the DRS. But yeah, you don't want to get stuck behind the slower cars, especially because you never know, somebody in front of you is going to crash into a wall, and suddenly you are caught up in the carnage as well. So yeah, that is the danger of this track.
Definitely. And it's also like a DRS train, so the advantage there is gone if you are like behind like 3 guys with a DRS. So
yeah, and we saw that happen last week as well with the DRS trains. These guys are pretty close to each other in pace, so some very long DRS trains can form. But we are now ready to start the race. I believe it's 1 light, 2 lights, 3, 4, and 5. And we're ready to go without any good camera angles. I can't see anything, but I'm not seeing any changes out in front yet. Now I can see the front guys, and it's looking like a good start from Futuristic, but he doesn't get past his teammate there. So those soft... Oh, he does get past. He's up into P5, and Dressing Gecko as well, taking a position from Larson. Larson dropping through a bit. We are seeing some of the position changes at the back as well, but out in front it stays the same. Naiku right behind Zoom, ready to pounce, and Futuristic on those softs trying to make moves towards the front of the field.
oh, Zleps is sending it into turn 3, but he can't really make the move on Gecko. He stays behind in P7 as there's a yellow flag
yellow
behind.
flag. There's Skoloin. Skoloin just into a wall there. But he's fine, he's still going. Maybe it was just him outbraking himself.
Yeah, it's high fuel, bad tires, so you gotta be careful with the braking, and also guys behind also have to be careful.
So first time through the castle section here during the race on those high fuel loads on the harder tires, but everybody makes it through quite well. And everybody is staying in formation as well, so we're not seeing too many dive bombs here. We are seeing a bit of a fight at the back with Wonder to Me and P10 trying to take a position, but yeah, it's not enough. Through this sector you can't really make the overtakes happen, but now he is going for an overtake. Will it actually happen? He is trying to outbrake him. Yeah, no, he has to pull out of that.
No, he's still going for it though, he's still going for it.
Side through there. Crazy. And he does make it. He's up into P9. Out in front, we're not seeing any changes for now. Everybody's still staying in formation. Behind the top few guys, I think Gecko is gaining a little bit. Wetzels as well, look, Wetzels still in P4, but he is catching up to Quali Boys here. But yeah, these top 4 guys...
Piggy going for it again into turn 1, and they touch a bit to the apex, but one of them still stays ahead. And Inferno goes for it, and he makes a move. I wonder if Piggy, I feel like he's turning a bit too early into the apexes with guys next to him, as Joel already wants to make the move, and he goes
Joel
deep!
soft outbreaks himself. Yeah, he was trying to go for 2 moves at once there and was just a bit too much. But he's fine, he's not into... Oh well, Fernicoid just did the same thing as well.
No, I think Joel just blocked him from turning into the corner, and they just both had to go deep there.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you have somebody in front of you making a mistake, then you are sometimes just forced to go with them, and you can't... Oh! Piggy's into a wall in castle section, and I think
already a safety car.
Castle. And
Already
we're right into... Oh, yeah, he's just straight into the wall. I think they were still side by side, still fighting there, and yeah, that's just a bit too tight there. So now, first safety car, and it's a really early one. Do we see pit stops from these guys on the soft tires then? Futuristic, potentially. Joel, I'm expecting Joel to pit, because he is at the back. He wants to get those softs off his car and get into some harder tires. We are seeing Luke Wetzels almost losing the car under safety car as well. Yeah, you still have to be careful, even if you're going slowly.
Yeah, I forgot to put my bet on the safety car. I think it's gonna be 3 though.
I would have said 3 as well. Yes, I don't think it'll be 4, because that would be... It would have to happen very frequently, and I think as soon as some gaps start to form, and we do see Futuristic pitting off of those soft tires. I don't think he wanted such an early safety car though. He's gonna be at the very back now.
Yeah, it's gonna be... It's not only like being at the back, it's a huge risk making each and every overtake. like you have to gamble a lot, especially if the other guy didn't want you to pass.
He
Just too
does
much
leave
risk.
the pits in front of Inferno Koi. So just about keeping that position going into P14, but he does have the freshest tires, of course. So if he can hang on to his tires throughout the second sector and get a good launch onto the start-finish straight, then there's a potential for overtakes for sure. But of course, you have to keep in mind that DRS isn't gonna be active for a bit longer now because of the safety car.
Yeah, I see Samim asking if it's enough for no stop. I don't think so. Like a medium here lasts maybe, I don't know, like 12 laps, 13 laps. Yeah, I think he has to pit again.
Even on the hards, it would have been incredibly hard to make them last. So maybe they could have gone till the end, but he would have been on like 70% at the very least. And you really don't want that on Baku. So he is going to go for another stop later on. Potentially, he does have another set of softs in the pits because he did do that one run on the mediums in qualifying, I think.
Yeah. He has a new soft, but I don't think the soft is viable unless it's a late safety car. Like here, the tires just go off at like 40%, and this is a big risk at that point. You have like rear lockups, even with the ABS on. Like you have rear lockups. You just you have to go a lot slower. It's a big drop off with the pace. So yeah, I think he has to go for a double medium in the last two stints for futuristic.
Yes. And I do want to mention as well, Joel has also pitted. So the two people who started on the soft tires have now gone into the pits and onto medium tires. We should expect them to probably go for some more mediums later on. Apart from that, yeah, position changes weren't too big. Everybody just mostly kept their positions. We're seeing some people who've moved up a bit. So Gecko and Lepson have both moved up. In part, of course, because Futuristic has pitted. What happened to Inferno Koi? Also pitting for some
he's
tires.
pitting. Yeah, I think he should pit before, but yeah, it's not really the loss, just one position there.
Yeah, and I think it's fair enough. He's gonna have the freshest tires out of everyone. I think that's not too bad of a choice here. Larson, one of the losers of the start here, we did see him moving towards the back at the start. And he still lost a position despite Futuristic pitting.
Yeah, I definitely, honestly, like also Skintoni just made the best of the situation he's in, and he's up 6, he's P11, and also I think Larson only lost to his teammate Futuristic, but yeah, I don't think it's a big loss for Larson, but the top 4, staying in the top 4 is very surprising, and just shows they're not really focusing on the early part of the race. They just want to get on with the race, chill on the DRS, and think about it, fighting for positions later.
Yeah, and quite early we saw them pull away a little bit from the other guys. I think they had Futuristic right behind them in P5, but they were still pulling away despite Futuristic having the softer tires. So those top 4 guys are definitely looking to stay out in front here. And we have seen that before as well. So it is very easy in this tier to just hang on to somebody's DRS, just stay in the window, and you can just kind of race together until the final few laps where you actually have to fight for position.
Yeah, safety car is in this lap. Honestly, like fighting close at the top is very hard because sometimes like guy ahead of you makes a mistake and you gotta gamble. Do you go for the gap or you just stay behind and lose 5/10 there?
And I think Zoom has he already gone? No, he's keeping his pace.
No, I think he's gone actually,
He's
but
he's now accelerating. Yes,
yeah,
he's now gone. And Naiku right behind him. He really wants that first place. And Naiku is already pulling out to the side. He cannot overtake him yet because they're not at the start finish. He was already side by side with him, but it was too soon, and he couldn't make the move. Gecko having a look down the inside here, but it's not enough either. One or two.
There's a spin there behind.
Oh yeah, that's 2 people around now. I think one of the Mercedes has spun and somebody just drove into him as well. Yeah, that is Skin Tony around and Bertie was
Already
just
on the
caught up in
safety
that,
car.
I feel. Oh! That is crazy. So the safety car just driving through the pits and right back out. Oh, that is insane. And I think Inferno Koi is going to be thinking, what do I do now? Because he just went onto some fresh soft tires and suddenly another safety car. So what does he do now? He's already lost 2 of his fresh sets of tires.
Yeah,
I think we might actually have more than 3 safety cars, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they just need to build some gaps there to, you know, have a safe race. But I think Piggy was trying to pit, but he went from the other side. But yeah, I think it was a big collision there in turn one. Turn one is it's a very sneaky turn because the wall comes at you very harshly on the entry and the exit also. So, and it's,
yeah, and especially when you're using your battery, if you're at a really high top speed, it's really hard to get that perfect break-in point so you can actually turn in correctly.
do you think the top will pit or anyone? I don't know actually.
I think we'll see somebody pit. I don't know who's gonna pit, but some of these medium runners I think are gonna try, take a risk, and see if they can take the hards on to the end of till the end of the race here. Because it is only 20 more laps, I think, after a safety car, so it's possible to make it to the end from here.
Yeah, I think now the drivers don't just take a plain strategy. They have to take into account the safety cars. And I think I see the Haas is maybe hitting.
Ha!
Nice.
He was trying to catch somebody out. And Wetzel's, he's already fake. He's also faking. Everybody faking here. We're not seeing anybody pull into the pits. That's crazy. And right at the back, Skoloin has gone into the pits, and so is Skin Tony, but I think he probably has damage.
Yeah, at this point, it's very critical to pit or not to pit. If there is an expectation of another safety car coming soon, I think you should pit from a medium to a hard. Because the others must pit at the point, because it's a third safety car. It's gotta be maybe the last, or maybe the next one will be later. So I think the mediums have to pit now for the hards, because I don't know, you would gain so much. You can stay behind, you can chill a bit, and the next safety car you can just overtake people and they will be in the pit lane already. It's I don't know, it's a very difficult decision there.
Yeah, and I think this race is just gonna be gearing up to be a game of staying alive on track as the first part and making smart decisions as the second part. I think this is not gonna be the last safety car we see here, and the decisions these drivers make are gonna decide the finishing order at the end. So if one of these top guys pits too early and they get caught up in traffic, I think that is potentially the race over as soon as they've made that decision.
Definitely, yeah. I think also Zoom has to not go as early as before, because he just went. He got limited by the safety car, and he was caught up by Nike pretty easily. So I think he just has to go a bit late there, because it's a long straight. You know, the slipstream is just so big there. You can lose P1 easily.
Yeah,
But,
I think it is just a game of patience here. He probably wants to just stay at a slower pace for a long time, because it is a very long straight, and if he has somebody behind him pushing and trying to slipstream, then it's a very easy overtake potentially.
Yeah, and the SC is also going one more lap, so we'll have like 19 or 20 laps left. It's not enough for the hards. It's not enough for the mediums. I don't know.
We've already lost a lot of laps to the safety car then, because this is going to be, I think, the 5th lap, just safety car, and it's only 26 laps overall. So yeah, it's going to be tough with those 26 safety cars. I don't think it's happening, Mr. Chief.
Yeah, I wish I could see the tire wear at the moment, because I need to see, like, is it like enough for still a one stop? Or you can just do hard now, or I don't know.
I think that if there's even more safety cars, then there is the potential to go mediums onto softs. Even if it's a bit of a struggle to keep those tires alive, they are very much quicker than the hards. And these safety cars, they're going to make the mediums last quite a bit longer, I think, because you have a chance to cool them down in between. I think one of the big issues, especially in this game, is if you overheat your tires, then you start spinning. So if you can cool them down right here in between, then the potential is there to make them last a bit longer.
Yeah, definitely. Also, like, I hope no one is doing burnouts, because, you know, it's not the optimal way to warm up your tires, and you just lose too much tire wear there for no reason. But I still see them doing it, I don't know why. But yeah, let's see. Seems like Skoloin is taking it a bit carefully there in P15. He's not getting close to Verche.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah,
there was always the potential for somebody to crash under a safety car, especially at a track like this. And if the guy in front of you goes into a wall, then you go into their back. So, you know, rather be a bit more careful. I'm very happy to see careful driving here, and just to see people hanging back a bit. I do want to call out real quick before we go back to racing. Thanks a lot to our viewers on the Twitch stream as well. If they feel a bit left out today. Yes, we are also checking the Twitch chat, and the safety car is coming in this lap.
Let's see where he goes. I think he's changing his strategy at the moment. I don't know, he's going very fast at the moment. I think it's like 130, that's a lot. He just has to wait for the safety car to come in,
next to him. Everybody is so bunched up behind him, and now he's gone, and we are ready to go racing again. Wetzel's here with a really good push right away. He's trying to go for P3, so going into podium positions potentially. He's taking the outside line into turn 1, switching to the inside, but yeah, it's not enough to make an overtake happen. But Lepson and Dressing Gecko are very much fighting. Lepson on those hards, he wants to make the moves, but it's not enough yet.
Yeah, stays behind. See some movement
I'm seeing
there.
a big lockup.
Yeah, and Skoloin already passed Verche. Him and Scontoni passed Verche. I think he made a mistake there or something. Let's see.
I'm trying to see. Most people are just keeping their position. Larson is having a bit of a look at the inside of Lepson, but yeah, no passes here through these tight sections. I think it's a bit too risky. You can make a pass happen here, but it's always at the risk of both of you crashing out, and that's just not worth it. You know, the race is still almost 20 more laps, and you don't want to risk your race just for one overtake.
Yeah,
They're seeing a bit of a gap, though. Look at those top three. Those top three are pulling away from Luke Wetzel's, but now Luke Wetzel's through the castle section very quickly, and he's made up that time again. He's almost back into the 1 second window, but not quite. So we are seeing some groups form already.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see the wing levels people have here. Antap is called a bit already there. But yeah, we didn't have any racing laps to check the wings and who's going high wings, who's going low wings. But I see Futuristic now right behind Boosted. And also Boosted right behind Antap. I think it's gonna be double move there. Oh, Antap as Boosted crashed into the wall. Oh my god, the safety car. Yes,
safety car again. Oh, it's number 3. We've already got our pensum of 3 safety cars. Are there going to be more? Lepson right into the pits. He saw that safety car. He pulled right into the pits, wants to get those hard tires off his car. He's going to go on to the mediums and see if he can make it to the end of the race from here.
Lepson is actually smart. Let's go. He's going, yeah.
Yeah, that was a very quick reaction. He saw the safety car, he pulled into the pits right away. There was not the slightest bit of hesitation there. And it's gonna be another full lap before they can catch up to the safety car. So it's gonna be probably 3 more safety car laps here as well. So that's looking very good for Lepson. He's gonna have fresh medium tires after the safety car. And yeah, I think he can go to the end from here.
I'm not sure.
Oh, Inferno Koi! What has he done? Oh, he was... I know exactly what happened to him. This is one of those really mean tracks where the game will put you out of the pits at a very awkward spot, and if you don't react quickly enough, then you will struggle on the exit. Oh no, Inferno Koi outbraking himself.
I think he just went deep there, yeah.
Yeah, he's done
I
that.
think-
He's done it twice now.
Yeah, I think it's cold tires. Maybe he's not expecting it, and just yeah, he just breaks at the normal point there.
I do see him trying out my tire strategy, by the way. I think he's got medium, soft, soft now. So he just needs to go for some more mediums and some hards, and he will have finished my tire strategy, the perfect one for Baku.
Okay, this is our fourth or third safety car.
It is the third now.
Okay,
number
third.
3.
Okay, I'm still correct then.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't think we've even had enough laps for 4 safety cars, but I wouldn't have been surprised either. It just seems the safety car seems very sensitive here. So as soon as something happens out on track, we're seeing Boosted Mess give the position back to Inferno Boy. That is very nice of him, but I'm not sure the game will be happy with that.
I see Zoom
Yeah.
pitting. I think Lepson will be at least P8 by the end of the safety car.
Yeah, all
look.
the top guys into pits right now, and Larson takes the lead. So Larson, the first guy deciding not to pit. It's quite an interesting decision here. I think it's the right one because he needed to do something different from the top guys. If he wanted to get into the higher up positions. And also we see Futuristic Joel, they've already been into the pits, they're not pitting again. Skoloin, not into the pits, Skintoni as well, they both have pitted as well.
Lepson's
And
fighting
Virtue.
Zoom. Sorry, Lepson fighting Zoom at the pit exit there, but he couldn't really overtake him as Lepson is P8 as
And
Antap. I think he crashed into the turn
Yeah,
one.
he's
No,
just,
is it?
his car is gone. Just straight up retired, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not sure what happened there.
I think he clipped the entry because he was still in the middle of the track. He clipped the entry
Again,
wall.
I think that must have been something like that, right? He's just straight up crashed in turn 1 there. Yeah, shame for him. Shame for him. Under a safety car as well. That is gonna hurt.
Yeah, but my prediction was correct. Lepson is P8 now. And Zoom, I think Zoom is still in a good position. He was leading before and he's P7 now. I think he could make the end with the hot tires. But let's see. Maybe there's other safety cars.
Yeah, so Lepson definitely with the right choice here to go into the pits right away. I think some of the other guys missed their opportunity there to do the same thing. Like I think Wonder to Me also had the chance, but did not decide to go into the pits quickly enough. So yeah, Lepson gaining a lot of positions through this, and Zoom down to P7. So 6 people in front of him that qualified behind him.
Yeah.
It'll be exciting to see the restart, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm wondering about the Aston Martin strategy there. You have still low tires. You didn't pit either driver. When do you pit? Another safety car? It will be like one or two laps more. You won't have the advantage there with the tire wear against Zoom and the others. You are just fighting. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, I think at this point, Larson just has to make the tires last as long as humanly possible. And if he can go onto the softs at the end, I think that has to be his tire strategy. Skintoni pitting. Oh, we're seeing another pit stop then. He's going to lose a lot of positions pitting so late. And Boosted Mess back into pits as well. I think he might have... Either he's going for a different tire strategy now, going onto the hard tires again, or he took some damage from driving past Antap there in turn 1.
Yeah, now he's going for medium again.
Okay, so it was probably... Did he get damage?
I'm not sure, but I don't think it was a long pit stop, so...
Yeah, that was a quick pit stop, so
yeah,
probably just going for some even fresher tires. I mean, it's not a bad decision. If you're already at the back, you might as well just pit, get the freshest tires out of anyone, and you can make some overtakes as soon as the race resumes.
Yeah, Gypsy saying would be nice to get some racing. I agree, but yeah, I don't know what's. I think people didn't have any practice at the track, so they didn't know the horrible grip here, and just couldn't really adjust to it at the moment. But,
yeah, it does seem like we just don't get any racing here. It's always safety car, then we got one lap where of course everybody keeps their position, and then as soon as we're back to actual racing, it's just It's just crashes everywhere, and I don't think we've had DRS enabled a single time yet. It would be very nice to see some potential DRS passes, because we did see some groups form earlier on the restart. We did see some 1 second gaps, and that means there is some places where the DRS train breaks and you can actually make some overtakes.
Yeah, definitely. Like when people make mistakes, the gaps just build up. But yeah, I'm gonna be eyeing Zoom at the restart, because I think he's gonna be the one making the moves. He has the fresher tires and against 10 laps older hearts. Yeah, I think Zoom is gonna be flying at the moment.
Okay, so Larsen is now in a position where he can give the tempo to everyone, and he's also going at 130, 140. Yeah, he's going pretty quick. They could be going a lot slower down this straight. It would be very annoying, I'm sure. Oh, is he gone?
He's already gone, yeah, I think so.
Futuristic was caught out really hard by that one. And Skoloin now has a chance to make a move on Joel, potentially. Because everybody just got so caught up. Zoom is making moves. They're side by side into turn 1. Is it enough? He's taking the outside line. I don't think it's enough. I think Berchi is keeping the position for now. Futuristic losing position to Skoloin now. And Zoom is moving past here. Lepson as well. They're all still trying to overtake Berchi. It's not quite happening yet. Dressing Echo taking P10 from the Quetzals. And they're side by side again. Zoom. I think he's using enough battery to actually make the move. Oh, touching wheels, touching wheels. That was a close one. And I think Naiku. Oh no, I'm seeing crashes.
Crash behind, yeah.
Quali Voice has just gone into the back of somebody. And that is. Oh, Berchi, yeah, Berchi losing out a lot there because they were just so close to each other. They kept touching each other, and he's the one who loses out in the end. And Naiku as well. Naiku losing a lot of time there. A lot of lockups as well. Naiku almost going into the back of someone here.
Yeah, the camera is so bad, so I can't really catch the action, but the Futuristic is very close behind Skoloin at the moment, 3 tenths only.
Yeah, I do wonder who took some damage from that, because there were several touches there. I think Berthier is losing a lot of time here, so he might have some damage. He's been overtaken by Luke Wetzels as well. Luke Wetzels also one of the losers there. Yeah, there was a lot of contact between all of these guys. That was a bit too close for comfort.
And look at the gap, P1 and P2, 3 seconds already.
Yeah, because everybody behind them is fighting. So Skoloin trying to take that position from Joel and Futuristic as well. Everybody here trying to make up positions, but is it enough without the DRS? We still do not have DRS enabled. We're seeing
Skoloin.
Joel almost. Yep, Joel has lost his position.
And Naiko pits. Oh, I didn't get damage there, unfortunately.
Zoom is trying really hard to pressure Futuristic into a mistake here. So I am seeing Zoom's wheels just spinning and spinning around on the corner exits. These hards are still a bit cold, I'm sure. But yeah, Futuristic in front has not made the mistake that he's hoping for yet. Zoom is just staying behind, watching for now, and watching Futuristic lock up. Because Futuristic's tires are 10 laps old, and that does make a difference.
Yeah, and there may be a visual bug, by the way, with the lockup, so he may not be actually locking up as Crowley taps the back of Lepson, but they both survive. And then yellow flag. And
yellow flag, that's Berthier again, Berthier.
He just went deep there.
Exit, I think. Yeah.
And Skoloin is now.
Joel has just made a mistake, and now Lepson and Zoom are right on the tail of Futuristic. It is super close between these guys.
Yeah, I think Joel and Skoloin are holding up the fast guys behind them very well there. And
Futuristic's around! Gets spun! Yeah, that was too much curb. He couldn't make that one, and he's down to P12. But we still have to watch out for the guys out in front, because Zoom is gaining on Lepson. Well, Lepson took the position with Zoom there.
Oh, yeah, Skintoni crashed.
Skintoni, and it's a virtual safety car. So that is, do we count that as number 4? I think we do. Skintoni is gone out of the race, and into the pits goes Lepson. Interesting choice.
Crowley faked a bit there on the entry of the pit exit, and Lepson I think went for it maybe, but
Oh, Lepson with a wing change. Lepson had damage.
Yeah, I saw Zoom like break a bit there when he touched Futuristic ahead of him, and maybe he wanted to let go, but there's unfortunate there for Lepson.
Yeah, that must have been in just that huge fight for position there, and it's just that one corner. If you want to go on board with the front guys, it's just that one corner right in front of castle section where it's super hard to judge where people are gonna break, because some people do break a lot earlier in that corner, some people do break a bit later there, and it's really hard to judge, especially when you're around several other cars. So the corner that Larson is going into right now, that is just such a dangerous corner. You would think that castle section is where the crashes happen, but no, everybody is already super careful through castle section because they are afraid of it. It's actually the corner in front of it that's the real danger. And we have turned the virtual safety car into a real safety car as well. So that is number 4. Yep.
Yeah, whoever bid for, congratulations. But that corner, honestly, it's a hard corner there. It's you have someone understeer. You wanna catch the curb on the entry, and let me just see. There's some issues maybe with the stream. 1 second.
Yeah, and I think that's also one thing to talk about on this track here. We just saw it with Futuristic. I think we also just saw it with Skin Tony. These curbs can be really dangerous to take as well. Like, some of these curbs are super tall, and if you take too much of them, they're just going to launch the rear of your car into orbit, basically, and your car is just around. So yeah, some of these curbs you have to be very careful about. Larson is making a gap. That's quite a good strategy here. He's making a gap to the guys behind, and he's pulling into the pits with a 6-second gap. So he should be able to come out in front of one or two me, I think.
Yeah, and I think Zoom here benefits. He pitted the last safety car.
Oh, and Zoom, the guy deciding not to pit here. There's a lot of people going for a second pit stop. Zoom almost losing the rear of his car in turn 1. So yeah, Zoom Inferno Koi now up to P2 after that real bad start into the race, and Boosted Mess as well into P3. So have they made the right choice? Can Boosted Mess make it to the end on those medium tires? I'm not sure about it, but it is possible. There won't be too many more laps. The safety car might just stay out for another lap because Vertier is not going to catch up to the safety car for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I think Zoom and Inferno and Boosted made the wrong choice at the moment, because there's now 10 laps. There's no safety car, guaranteed no safety car, and you gotta get defend for 10 laps. He's already have 5 laps old halves, maybe like 15-20% or even higher, maybe 25. So I think he's gonna be struggling there. Larson, I think he's in a great position there with the hot tires.
The thing is, I think that Zoom is betting on something that might just happen here, which is that Inferno Koi and Mess might just hold up the other guys. And if they will hold up the other guys, then Zoom can pull out in front, make a gap, and then just cruise to the finish line. And if he can make that happen, then that's basically the race for him, because he knows that those guys behind him, the guys like Lepson, Wetzels, and Naiku who were fighting him out in front, those guys are going to be fighting each other as well.
Yeah, for sure, actually. Yeah, the guys with the soft tires also will want to use them early, and they'll go for the overtakes that are maybe a bit dangerous there. But yeah, I think Larson, Sky, and Joel, they just have to be patient there behind Boosted and Inferno, and don't make too much of a risk. Wait for the others maybe.
Yeah, honestly, I think one of the things we are learning from this race, potentially for the other tiers as well, depending on how many safety cars, keep your softs. Just don't qualify at all. Keep all your softs, and you can do it like Joel, and you can just keep taking fresh softs and potentially benefit at the end of the race here, because he is up into P6 and he's got those fresh soft tires. There's not going to be too many laps at the end. It's going to be, 9 laps maybe at the end, 10 laps potentially, but there could still be another safety car as well. So Joel might even be in a good position here if he can make some overtakes at the safety car restart.
Yeah, I think Joel will have to make his tires work early, because the soft will, at the end of 10 laps at Baku, they'll be suffering. I just ask the chat, is there any issues with the connection at the moment? I think I fixed it. But our on-track reporter, Ocean Chief, is reporting that Larsen has damage. I think, yeah, his right end plate is missing. And that's very unfortunate. He was in the best position there. Maybe he didn't actually pick yes to change the wing when he pitted there.
Yeah, it seems like it. And if he doesn't pit again, then that might be very dangerous for the guys behind him, because they will expect him to go very fast at the restart. And if he doesn't, then they're going to run into the back of him. So potentially a danger out on track by no fault of his own there. But yeah, if you don't have a front wing in Baku, that is gonna make you suffer.
Yeah, the understeer there is gonna be horrible in the left turns, and there's a lot of left turns at the track. So yeah.
One thing I do want to mention as well. I think we now have lap 11 under safety cars. So we've had 5 laps of racing, we've had 11 laps of safety car, which is quite insane to say, but yeah, we'll have to see if we get some racing at the end here. Currently, it doesn't seem like it. Currently, it seems like we will just finish the whole race under safety cars. Because as soon as the DRS is about to be enabled, we just go on to the next safety car. I think we still have not had a single DRS straight so far.
Yeah, I actually don't have it in memory at the moment, but I think it's going to be guaranteed now. We'll see DRS. But let's see Zoom.
Zoom is leading the field again. He's done that. He's done it before.
3 times. Yeah.
And he's now doing it for the third time. Yeah, and he's going a bit slower this time. Not super fast. Everybody bunching up behind him, and he is speeding up. And he's using his overtake button as well. I'm seeing some side-by-sides behind them. Skoloin is looking to take the position here, but he's lost at the slide bit. And Larsen is pulling into the pit. So Larsen is fixing his damage. He's like, no, I'm not going to deal with this. And we are seeing... Oh, Joel trying to take the inside of Skolo in there, making those soft tires work, but it's not enough for an overtake yet. Dressing Gecko at the back in P10 now with the softs making an overtake. And Boosted Mess actually hanging onto the back of Inferno Koi here really well.
Yeah, Victorsky wants to go for the move on Gecko, but he's defending very hard. I don't know about Larsen pitting. I think he's gonna be out of this race at the moment. There's no way he can catch up. 20 seconds to leaders, no way.
Until the next safety car happens. I'll just say it.
This is the last safety car though, no. No, it's guaranteed last safety car, so unfortunately there is no way. The game only allows for 4 safety cars, so.
We'll see some virtual safety cars maybe if they're still possible. Naiku here in P8 really eager to make the move happen. He's just lost a bit of time through the castle section, but he's always right on the back of Luke Wetzels. He wants to make that overtake. He really wants to move through the field. And I mean, we do remember him being one of those really, really quick guys out in qualifying, so we know he has the pace. If he can make the moves here, then there's still potential for him to get a good podium position here as well.
Yeah, and I see Zoom already trying to build the gap up to P2 and P3, 1 second already. No DRS for Inferno at the moment.
Oh, that's a huge crash! Oh, Skoloin completely lost the car. That is looking lethal, that crash. Jesus, that's not very good for him. But we're following along with Lepson here, and he's trying to make that move on Joel. The yellow flag has now ended, and he outbrakes him. Joel potentially losing a position here. Yes, he's down into P5. Wonderful move from Lepson there.
Wow.
Ah, that was a huge crash from Skoloin, and super dangerous as well, because there was several cars right behind him, just about avoiding him.
Yeah, Skoloin I think was the biggest competitor to Zoom at the moment, and he's already out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Boosted and Inferno are holding up their own at the moment. They're not letting the fast guys behind them go, even though they are trying a lot, Gibson and George behind.
Yeah, I think the only chance here for Inferno Koi and Boosted Mess really is just taking that DRS and giving it to each other. Because I think the guys behind them, Lepson and Joel with the softs, and Luke Wetzels and Naiku, Crawley Voice, those guys, I think they have better pace. And I think once they get the DRS, they're just going to be flying past. So Boosted Mess really wants to DRS on Inferno Koi here. And honestly, I even think that Inferno Koi wants Boosted Mess behind him with the DRS. Because as long as he keeps Boosted Mess in the DRS window, that means the other guys are not overtaking him.
Yeah, definitely. I think even though Boosted will have maybe the DRS, actually he's not. He's 300s. And he has no DRS. Is GG Lepson make the move, or before even the DRS, he wants the move already. He's P3 now. He's now having
DRS is just now enabled. We did
yeah.
not have DRS yet, but we do have it now. And we're seeing some really close battles already. Look, Wetzel's having a look towards the inside of Joel, but it's not enough yet. So Joel's still holding on to that 5th place, but yeah, Lepson up into P3, and I think he's going to be the one chasing after Zoom for the race victory. Larson doing the fastest lap out at the back. Yeah, of course, he's got some free air. He can drive as quickly as he wants to, unlike everybody else.
Lepson, wait, Lepson side by side with Inferno at the moment. He's risking a bit too much there, and he makes a move on the outside.
Nice one though. Inferno Koi leaving him the space, and Boosted Mess driving through as well. Joel! Oh, Joel, that's a dive bomb. That was a bit much.
I think he's expecting to walk there. Nico Crowley just...
Oh,
what a sad one for Inferno.
What a shame. Yeah, I think that was just a bit too much from Joel. He put down a lot of pressure there, and everything behind him just started cascading. That is a shame. Yeah, that did not have to happen there.
Yeah, and Crowley Voice is going for Boosted at the moment.
Oh, Boosted Mess damage. Yeah, that's damage for sure. I can tell by that wall tap that is damage for Boosted Mess. So really huge shame for him as well. He's losing so much here. He did not qualify that well, and now in the race just getting unfortunate here at the end. He was in the podium positions. The chance was there, and it won't happen yet.
Yeah, that was.
We're seeing. Oh, look at Quali Voice. Quali Voice is making a move here as well on Joel. He is taking that P4 and Joel down into P5 now with the softs. I think those softs are already struggling.
Gecko is also. Well. Yeah, Gecko is also making a move on. As Wonder Tommy makes us 3 wide.
Oh, lots of contact. Futuristic taking the inside and just crashing into the wall there. Oh, guys, keep it clean, please. I think there were 4 cars wide. That was just too much. Can't drive turn 1 in Baku like that.
Yeah, Wonder Tommy just sending it 3 wide. I think maybe Gecko wanted to make space for him, and the third guy on the right just didn't have any idea that it was 3 wide there. That was very unfortunate. And Lepson is still not making a dent into Zoom's gap ahead. Still only 3 seconds there.
Yeah, and look at Crawley here. Crawley really hanging on to the back of Nitro. You can tell that he really wants to be fighting those guys out in front there as well. Wonder to me now caught up to Joel. Does Joel have damage as well, potentially? I'm not seeing any damage on his car, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have any, because everybody else seems to be catching him so easily.
Yeah, and also Locus is right behind Wonder Tommy. There's gonna be a chaos here.
Oh, he's having a look. He really wants to take the inside there. Wonder Tommy cannot make the overtake happen on Joel yet, but they're gonna have DRS. Joel will not have the DRS, so I think that might be the overtake there for the Ferrari. And Crawley Voice as well, another Ferrari behind another Haas actually. Ferrari versus Haas. Who wins? I think it's gonna be Crawley Voice. He's already making the overtake happen before the DRS even starts. And yeah, they're side by side. That's an easy overtake for him. Wonder to me against Joel. I think Joel is losing a lot of his battery here to keep that position. Look, Wetzel's having a look towards the inside, putting some pressure on the Ferrari. Oh, and he keeps the position. Yeah, Joel keeping it clean there. And Wonder to me probably a bit lucky there to make that breaking point, because look, Wetzel was pressuring him really hard.
Yeah, Wonder Tommy has been very aggressive there in turn 1, and he lets Joel go, I think.
Yeah, looks like it.
And Joel just goes too deep there.
Up.
What a...
yeah, that was a
very unfortunate.
Oh, and he hit the wall as well, trying to reverse out of there. I think that might be the race over for Joel then.
And Larsen magically is P9. He has points. I don't know how.
Yeah, and look at Boosted Mess as well. He's back into P10, back into the points positions. Like I said, never give up on Baku. Something can always happen. I think, yeah, you can always get points. No matter where you are, no matter how far back you are, the chance is always there. And Lepson is now gaining on Zoom as well. He's gained 6/10 so far.
Yeah, I think he's in his groove right now at the moment, Lepson, and Crowley Voice is not slow. He will hunt Lepson even faster than Lepson is hunting Zoom, I think. But yeah, I think they gotta work together maybe if Crowley gets a DRS from Lepson ahead. Same for Nico also.
We're gonna see the next round of Wonder Jimmy versus Luke Wetzels, and this time it is Wonder Jimmy out in front without the DRS. Behind them is Dressing Gecko. He technically has the potential to make an overtake as well, but I'm not sure he can get in on that fight because he's just struggling on those soft tires. You can very much tell that Dressing Gecko's soft tires are not looking too good anymore. Wonder Jimmy seems to be doing fine so far, but yeah, Luke Wetzels easily makes the overtake with the DRS. And Crawley Voice now in the DRS window as well off Lepson.
Yeah,
and
Crawley
he does
Voice
already have the DRS as well. The DRS is enabled and he's gaining, and so is Naiku.
Yeah, but Crowley Voice, I think he used all of his ERS to catch up to Lepson. Now they gotta work together. I think Lepson just caught up Zoom by like 4/10, so yeah, it's a chance. There's gonna be some fighting there at the end for P1.
Yeah, I think what Lepson has to hope here is that the two guys behind him, Crawley Voice and Naiku, are just gonna get caught up in the fight. So Lepson can just keep chasing after Zoom here out in front. But he has just lost a lot of time through castle section. Zoom seems to be very quick through there.
Yeah, maybe Lepson should let Crawley Voice go and just stay with the DRS to catch up to Zoom. I think Crawley Voice has the better pace at the moment.
And we are very much seeing the soft tires drop off now. So Wonder Jimmy going very slowly through the castle section. You can very much tell that he's driving like he's on ice. And Dressing Gecko as well. Those soft tires are just not made for more than 6 laps.
Yeah, I don't know why they picked softs. And I think Luke passed them like 2 laps ago and it's already like 1.8 seconds gap. Crawley Voice going for the move on Lepson.
He does use his battery for the overtake though, and he might just need that battery now. Oh, he struggles on the exit of that turn, but manages to do some late braking into turn 2, and it's enough for now. But now it's gonna be Lepson with the DRS and Naiku right behind the two of them. It might actually just be Naiku trying to make a move here with some battery, but no, it's not enough. They're gonna stay in formation. Crawley Voice now out in P2.
Yeah, and they can see Zoom. They can hunt him down at the moment. They have their target ahead of him. They gotta work together. They can really make sends and stupid moves. It's not worth it at the moment.
Yeah, but I think that is exactly what we're seeing, because these people, they just want to fight. They want to take that position on track. They don't want to wait for something else to happen. They want to be the makers of their own fortune. And so we see Lepson and Naiku pushing as hard as they can to keep up to the back of Crawley Voice. But it is Lepson outside of the DRS window for now. And Crawley Voice gaining onto Zoom very quickly. He's already gained 3/10 since overtaking the other two guys.
Yeah, and Crawley Voice is also using his ERS. They don't have much, all of them, Crawley Voice and Lepson, but Naiku, 40%, 50% at the moment. He has, yeah, he can make the move easily. And no DRS for Lepson as he pushes down on the detection point. Yeah, and yeah, I think Crawley Voice has a chance, but I think he wants Zoom maybe to make a mistake. Or he pushes a ton to get the DRS and catch up that way.
Yeah, and Zoom is still doing very well. He's just driving such a consistent race out there in front. And I think we're now at the point where the mediums are actually starting to get a bit slower as well. So we do see that Crawley Voice is not gaining on Zoom anymore. He's actually losing a bit of time. But of course that also is in part because he's caught up in this fight with Naiku, with Lepson. He wants to keep those guys behind more than he wants to fight for P1. So the most important thing for him is keep it clean and just keep the other two guys behind him. Of course, Naiku, with still some battery left in the tank, he has the potential to make an overtake if he manages to get a big, good launch out of the final corner.
Yeah, I see Crowley struggling a lot with the traction at the moment. He's like driving on ice at the moment. I don't know what his setup is, but he's losing time to a 14 laps old Hearts. But he makes it a lot back in the caster section now. Like he's already 4 tenths closer. That's very maybe telling to maybe the difference wings, as Salim points out. I think maybe Crowley Voice has a lot higher wings than Zoom, so he catch up in the sector 2 and lose in the main straight maybe.
Yeah, and I think we are also seeing what you said earlier with the lockups. As soon as these tires get a bit older, you can get those real lockups. We just saw someone from Crowley Voice, we saw some lockups from Naiku as well now, so these tires are just getting a bit too old now, and we're starting to see the effects of that.
Yeah, and Gecko making the move on Wonder Tommy, the soft tunnels. They both Wonder Tommy's moving a lot there. Let's see if it's a clean move from Gecko. Yeah, it is clean. And he's ahead of Wonder Tommy. But yeah, at the main straight, I saw Zoom like maybe gain 2 or 3 tenths on Crowley Voice with no ERS usage. So yeah, I think yeah, as Sam says, yeah, we say the same thing exactly. I think Zoom has lower wings than Crowley Voice. So even if he catches up to Zoom, I think he still will make the move easily. And there's only 2 more laps of racing, so yeah, either Crowley Voice just pushes a lot and gets a DRS, tries for the last straight.
Oh, Zoom made a mistake. He's just lost a lot of time there. Look at Crowley Voice. The gap is down to 1.3. That's almost DRS. Almost, not quite. But one more tiny mistake by Zoom, and he's got somebody in the DRS window.
Yeah, I think Zoom is feeling the pressure and also feeling his tire die at the
1.1
moment.
seconds. Getting less and less, but Crowley Voice is gonna have to have that struggle of having to defend against Naiku. Oh, it's 1.0. It's almost enough for the DRS, but I don't think it was enough. I don't think he has a DRS. But Naiku
oh, it's only
has
like
DRS.
yeah, 18 thousandths there from the DRS, unfortunately.
And Naiku wants that second place. He is going for that second position on the podium, and it is enough now for Naiku to make the overtake. Can Crowley Voice take it back on the next DRS straight? I think Zoom is now fine. I think he doesn't have to fear anything because Naiku has defended for him. So Naiku using the last bit of battery he has here, Crowley Voice as well. They're both just trying to make something happen. It's not going to be enough for Crowley Voice yet, but there is one more straight he can make an overtake on. And look at Naiku, he's down to 1.8 seconds to Zoom. Zoom is losing a lot of time.
Naiku is a fast guy. I think he's going to put the pressure on Zoom. And there's a chance there. I think there's a chance there, maybe a 5% chance of maybe fighting for the win at the finish line, but we'll see.
See, what I want to see is them going 3 wide at the finish line. Oh, that's not a good corner there from Naiku. We said it earlier, that's a really hard corner to take, and it's... Oh, look at Crowley Voice almost going into the wall. That is so close. He's lost a lot of time. I think he's now out of the fight. I think it's going to be Naiku's chance to take Zoom, but there won't be anything else happening because Crowley Voice has just lost a lot of time there.
Yeah, I think it's a done deal at the moment. 9 tenths gap.
Oh, and Naiku almost into the wall! Huge lockup, and Crowley Voice takes P2 back. It's going to be Naiku still behind, though. He's only 3 tenths behind. If he can get a good launch out of here, and this looking quite okay. Maybe not the best launch. Oh, is it going to be enough? He's going to have the DRS, of course. Can he make it to the finish line? I think it is Zoom now easily taking that P1, but Naiku and the Crowley Voice still fighting it out for P2. I don't think it's enough. There's too much of a gap there, and Naiku just 2 tenths behind now at the finish line. Yeah, it's not enough. So Zoom easily taking
Wait,
that
Larsen on the Tommy. Larson has so much ERS. He has the ERS at the moment also, and it's an easy move to P7 for Larson. He was last. He was at 20 seconds behind P12 or P13, I think, when he pitted, and he made it up to P7. What a recovery from Larson there.
Yeah, and look at Virtue as well, taking 2 points home after quite an awful start to the race as well. He was caught up in so many incidents at the start. It is quite amazing that these guys can still take points home. Boosted Mess as well, taking that last points position. But yeah, with 1 or 2 me, I think we saw the effects of the soft tires. He was on those tires for 12 laps. So that is just not something that you want to do on the softs here in Baku.
Yeah. I think the tires were, I think, maybe around 70 or 65, probably, and he just couldn't really defend there. But yeah, well, race, maybe the end 10 laps was the most exciting. But yeah, Zoom makes the strategy work. He pitted not the safety car, I think the one before it. So I think he made the right move there with the hard tires, and yeah, he just had the pace there.
Yeah, so it is Zoom winning that race after so much mess, after 4 safety cars, full safety cars. And then we have P2 Crawley Voice in the Ferrari. Naiku behind him, P3. He's lost 1 position over the course of the race just because of that one tiny mistake he made there at the end. Just braking a bit too late for that one corner. Then we have P4 Lepson, P5 Luke Wetzels. We have P6 Dressing Gecko on the soft tires, actually gaining some positions back at the end there. We have Larson with the fastest lap in P7. As you said, he went to the back of the race for a bit there, but he managed to fight his way back up. Especially with 1 or 2 me P8 on those old tires. We have Virtue actually making back up to P9 and Boosted Mess taking P10 in the end. Quite a shame for Inferno Koi. I think he was also caught up in in a few of these incidents on the track, and we also have some of these guys just crashing out in the race. Some of them in some fights with other cars, some of them just by themselves, taking a bit too much curb. And yeah, it's just a very difficult track, and I think we saw that today.
Yeah, honestly, to be honest, 5 DNFs is not that bad. It's a lot, but yeah, I don't know. Baku is just the kind of track, it's just so hard to drive, and I wish to have more racing laps there, but yeah, I think we were entertained there at the end.
Yeah, see, there is a reason why I chose not to get into the car today, and instead I'm sitting up here on a comfortable chair in the commentary booth. That was just way more fun.
Yeah, and now we just gotta see the interviews. I don't know who's willing. Doesn't seem to be anyone, but what a race! I don't know how Zoom now points at he's P2. I think he'll go up to P1 with his win at Baku. I think Zoom has been contender last season. He was fast, but he didn't practice as much, so he made mistakes. But I think this season he's a very good contender for the championship, along with Nike also.
Yeah, and we got one person in the interviews channel. We'll just grab them right away. It is Crawley Voice in the. We actually managed to grab the wrong person. 1 second. It is Crawley Voice in the Ferrari. Now for real, we've grabbed the correct person into the interview booth. Hello, Crawley Voice.
Hello.
What a race, huh?
Yes. Oh my god, that was like maximum safety cars?
Yeah, I think we had 4 safety cars at the beginning, back to back, and
No,
it was
yes, and it was one VSC that turned into safety car, and that counted as a fifth.
okay. Then first of all, tell me about the quali. Did you put your best there, or there's still some time
I
there?
could do best, but I was very unlucky because I think my teammate was out of fuel and he was going very slow in his in lap. And the moment he went into the pits, I was stuck behind him and I was waiting for him to go in. And I didn't have time to go out for another lap.
Yeah, we saw you retire at 1 minute and stuff. But what
Yeah,
about
it
the?
was about 2 minutes when I pressed to go out, and it wasn't sufficient enough at the time.
Okay, but what about the race? So, you began the race with a medium tire.
Yep.
Did you have any thoughts maybe going hard or maybe soft with the mini safety cars?
I mean, I would have started with hards, but I thought that maybe some people will start on softs, if not mediums, and I didn't want to get stuck behind them, so I chose a faster first stint. Also, yeah, I was expecting safety cars, and I had another set of mediums and hard. So yeah, I had backup plans, I guess.
Okay, backup plans, yeah. But what about I saw you, I think, pit at the last safety car, right? I saw you fake Lipson. You hesitated. You went into the pit lane, but you went out, and Lipson pitted behind you. You didn't go in. Why? I think it was the third
Uh,
safety car or the last, I don't know.
yeah, I'll have to rewatch that because yeah, I mean, I was in hards or mediums then? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. My memory is not good. But
Yeah,
I think overall you were just. It was so hard to make the decision there, right? With the mini safety
yeah.
car, like.
I mean, it's good to beat behind the safety car, but in this track, you never want to be behind traffic. And yeah, especially when there's carnage. I mean, when I finally pitted, I was like P8 or P9, I'm not sure. And turn one, after a safety car restart, something happened. I think it was with Zoom and Virgi, and there was like a pile of cars standing still in turn one, and I lost my front wing there.
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, and then I had to pit again on the next safety car for the new mediums, and thank God the final safety car came out. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think I will have a podium.
Do you have any questions, Eversnux?
I do want to ask one last thing. What were you thinking when you saw Naiku almost hitting that wall on that final lap? I
I
do want
was
to hear your
like,
thoughts on that.
if he got, I wasn't sure if he died there or no. But yeah, I thought like, okay, I might crash here. This is probably the end. But yeah, thank God, like I managed to avoid him. Very unlucky for him. I think he had a massive lockup. But yeah, it's a very difficult track.
Yeah,
Indeed.
absolutely. We saw that very much today. Lots of crashes and lots of contact as well.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, quite impressive of you to just survive there when you see Naiku in front of you going into a wall and you just driving right past for P2. That was very fun to watch.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. Well, what about your next race? What's your opinion on Silverstone? Do you have confidence there to maybe win? Please, one more race.
All right. So
Okay.
uh, now that I have enabled my racing line,
Okay.
everything seems different, right? So I really don't know how this will go, but I expect it to go better than last time. I don't remember when was last time, but I think 2 seasons ago. But yeah,
Yes. Yeah. I
I
think.
hope for a good result to save a bit of like losing P1 in Portugal, getting a like stupid drive-through penalty in Spain. Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to make up for those unlucky moments.
Yeah. I was betting on you to win, but you didn't manage to catch up. Zoom there at the end. He had good pace there, no?
Yeah, I mean he had very old tires, hard, and yeah, mediums were flying at the end. I had them only for 10 laps, so I had no problem with that. Any issue I had was from the stress. Finger shaking, pad, pad was about to leave my hand, the controller. Yeah, so yeah,
All right. Thank you very much for your interview. It was nice hearing from you.
you're welcome.
And we will next grab. I think we'll grab Naiku first, and then we'll keep the race winner for the very end.
Yes,
So
yes.
we'll just grab Naiku in here. Naiku, third place, podium position. How are you feeling about it?
I mean, it was 100% P2, but I locked up and on the last lap, so Crowley got in front of me. That's a bit unlucky. At least I didn't spin, so I can take it. It's alright.
Yeah. I think when we saw that happen, at least me personally, I'm pretty sure I let out a scream because I thought, oh god, he's dead now. But no,
Yeah.
you managed to survive. You still took P3 home, and I think, judging by what happened to some of the other guys, I think P3 is a very good result here. For a Baku race, especially with these safety cars messing everything up.
Yeah.
It was quite good of you and of course also the other guys to stay out in these front positions. I think the top 3 ended up in the top 3 as well. So yeah, props to you guys.
Oh, thank you. But I'm not happy with my quali pace because I fucked up my last lap, so I could maybe get a like 44 or something easily. So, but there, and then I lost my wing at one point in the race, and I fell to the last place and still got a podium. So that's pretty nice if I say it myself.
Yeah, and you also like managed to catch up Zoom there at the end. There's chance if there's maybe more laps to race there, but yeah, unfortunately, like, and the biggest thing is he's your biggest competitor at the moment. I think he
Yeah.
goes ahead of you in P1 in the standings after this race. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he got reported and we talked about it in the interview channel, but we will see what FIA comes up.
yeah, maybe it's in your favor, but I think you have a big chance to fight for championship at this race at this pace. But what do you think about next race though? Silverstone, are you good at it or not?
I mean, I will not say I'm good at it, but it's not a bad track, but it's not a good track, so it's like medium, in my opinion.
Better than Baku?
Baku is shit.
Well,
It's
maybe
just
we wouldn't like to hear that, but
yeah. He came into the voice call after the qualifying, and he was like good pace, good pace. I was like, no, that was just shit lap, and then he just mocked me. But yeah,
yeah, no supporting you also, Mepo. But if I have no other questions, I think we'll let you go and
yeah.
get Zoom in. Yeah, thank you for the interview, though. Good
Thank you,
race.
thank you, thank you.
Oh, oh, that's let's get Zoom in the race winner.
Yes, we will grab the race winner here. Just some technical difficulties.
Zoom.
Hello.
Hello, what a race from you. Great qualifying, great finish, but the middle part was unsure there with the pit stop and the safety car. What's your opinion on it?
So first restart, I take blame for that for the fact that like I had no idea it would take so long for me to like get the right, at least not the right start from my perspective for the lobby, because I accelerated like fully committed to going to start, and then it limited me and slowed me right back down. So I never had an intention of braking, but I accelerated and it stopped me and then let me go again, which pretty much screwed up everybody in like the top 5.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah,
Continue.
go ahead.
No, continue.
So going on the hards, like that was pretty much a given. Next safety car, I fixed my mistake in terms of messing up the restart. And then I think I had an incident with Futuristic. Yeah, Futuristic. And like I already anticipated he was gonna break early, like even though like he had more pace in theory because he was on mediums. but I think he collided with the guy ahead, even though he broke early. So I don't know if the guy ahead like broke a bit too much in a sense, and then he hit him and then bounced into me, and then I hit him. So,
Yeah, I
like,
think I Constantina effect there. But it really like unsettled futuristic a lot. Even it was just a small tap, but he said he spun out from that. But
yeah, he did. I didn't take any damage from it because that's how light it was. Like, I already knew that he was probably gonna break early because he was so close to the car ahead. So I broke early, and then it still wasn't enough for him or me. So I didn't go in there at a speed enough to take damage to take blame for it. But like, there's not much I could do.
yeah, we'll see what if I say about that. But
Yeah.
honestly, like I wanna just say about your decision to put at the third safety car. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I was surprised. People didn't like follow like I think Lawson, Futuristic, Joel, and Skoloin didn't pit there because the third or the second to last safety car is the best place to pit because you can be even if you're like last or maybe P5 or P6 or P7, the guys ahead will pit next safety car because they can really make it to the end. So I just want to say that there's a good like decision there. Lepson I think pitted one lap earlier. I think you're in VC with him, no?
I'm in VC with nobody. I'm on my own.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
yeah, Lepson pitted a lap earlier. I think he made the right move and he gained a lot. But I think also you made the right move there, pitting into the hearts. But I want to ask, like, at the last few laps, you were struggling a bit with the hearts. How much were your like tire wear there, or if you?
I would not have an idea. It was the grip wise, I think like I had enough to stay, but I could have driven better in that final stint. Like, it wasn't a case of like losing grip. I'd say like I kind of lost a bit of consistency. I was just getting tired, like, but it wasn't terrible. Like, in the beginning of the hards, like, I had no front grip at all, and like thank God I pitted and I put more wing on because I had no grip in the front. But like once like it was 5 laps away from the race, like I knew I had a pretty like a decent cushion because I had like a lot of ERS left over because I was just like I was only using it on the back straight pretty much. And once I saw like Naiku catching up, which I don't know how he did that, but once I saw him catch up to I think it was Crawley, like I knew I'd be pretty much fine because they'd be fighting anyway. But like yeah, I mean I'm surprised Naiku even like that was crazy, but anyway.
Yeah,
Once he did that, I thought I was solid.
yeah. Nico has great pace. I think he also had like better tires on the mediums and pressure. But
Yeah,
I think if he would maybe one more lap or two more laps, he would have DRS on you.
yeah,
But
I'd be done.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think you lucked out there at the end. But what's your opinion though on the next race, Silverstone? Your good track.
The first half of the calendar is not looking too great for me, but
You're doing good though.
yeah, like obviously, like I was for what I'm doing now, I'm surprised that I could hold up, considering that like most of these tracks I'm just so unconfident at. Like especially this track, like I only practiced for like an hour or so, like 2 hours just before this, and like I couldn't improve in time trial from a lap from like last year, so. But then the race came along, and then boom, like figured it all out.
Yeah, I think your consistency is just like better than the others. I remember like last season you had a couple like incidents, maybe crashes. You didn't like make the best of the races, but this season I think you just a lot more consistent and the guys band even if they have the pace, they just make a bit too many mistakes and maybe wrong calls on the safety cars or with the strategies and they lose out. But yeah, if ever snacks have any questions for Zoom.
I think you've already asked everything I wanted to know. Yeah, very good race from you, and yeah, we saw the consistency again. You managed to stay out in front, you manage to keep everybody behind. I think that is the important thing about winning. You just, once you take that front position, you just stay there.
Yeah, my heart was beating like crazy on that.
I figured.
Like 2 laps to go. I was
Yeah, especially
pulling
with,
the wheel.
I'm assuming you talked to Naiku, but yeah, that crash at the very end, that almost crash at the very end of Naiku, I think might have just saved you, because there was a good chance that there would have been an overtake attempt on the final lap there.
Yeah, I was looking at the I was looking forward, right? And I saw the gap was like 0.1 or like 0.09, and I was like, oh, like he's gonna get me now. And then I looked back for like half a second, it's like 2.1, and I was so confident that they crashed out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was I was still on edge though, because the tires were so bad.
Yeah. I think Baku just overall just low traction, so no matter the tires, it's just so hard to drive to the consistency. So I applaud you there. But yeah, I think no more questions. You had a good race there, P1. Now leading the standings. I think also
Yes.
the constructors also alone. So
That's gonna go away soon though, for sure.
yeah, but I think drivers, you're have a good shot to win there. But yeah, congratulations on the win, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Wow, my throat is at its limit at the moment, but yeah, what a race, huh?
Yeah, I have to agree. I've done a lot of screaming during the race, like I always love to do when I commentate. Yeah, super exciting. Lots of action. Maybe a bit too much safety car for my taste. We could have had a few more laps of racing instead. But yeah, I think that is just how Baku is sometimes. And I'm assuming it's going to be the same for Tier 2 as well. They always tend to crash a lot. And then Tier 1, maybe they won't see 4 safety cars. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I think the record now is 4 safety car. Anything lower is a win for any tier. But yeah, tier 3 is, I think, name is the Thunderdome. So they're following their namesake. But yeah, I think with no safety car, it's been a better race. But anyways, it's back. We know it's expected that each season is always many safety cars. It's a hard track, close walls, and you have no traction. I think even Monaco is easier to drive than Baku, but yeah.
I will heavily disagree with you on that. I will fight you. I will fight you if you say that again.
I may saw a montage you made about Monaco, but
I don't know what you're talking about. No such montage exists, and nobody should search it on YouTube. Shut up. Anyway, make sure to join us again tomorrow for Tier 2 or on Friday for Tier 1. Make sure to get in on that safety car action. Or if you don't enjoy the safety cars that much, maybe come back next week for Tier 3 in Britain. That should be a nice race.
and I'll be driving it next tomorrow, so hopefully.
Oh yeah, so make sure to definitely tune in tomorrow and watch him.
Yeah, I hope we get a win instead of that double P2 that last race, but we'll see. I think it's gonna be a fun one. Maybe no rain also, but yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye bye.